everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the ancestors past, present and future, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Okay, I'm back in the spare room at the front of the house, beautiful garden that I look out over, because Mama's home. Yesterday was spent going through the hospital procedures, getting the last of the IV antibiotics that she had to get, discharge, medications that need picking up, of bringing her home, etc., and getting her settled back here. She's doing really well considering, but at the moment, fire is lit, absolutely filthy, rainy, freezing cold by Australian standards day out there at the moment. So the fire is lit. She's snoozing in front of the cricket. Must be being played somewhere else because not here where it's raining out this window. I'm overlooking a beautiful garden out the front there, and I will show you the garden at some stage. Just be aware though that her hemoglobin is dropping, pretty much no platelets, pretty much no neutrophils. So it is palliative care for my mum at the moment. She's doing amazingly well, still all her marbles, still her humour. Yeah, we have a very dry and wry humour in our family, and it's just been an honour and a privilege at this time. Okay, entertainment only. What I want to have a look at, I'm going to use the Golden Universal Tarot. The deck's in good condition. The box has absolutely just about had it. But I want to have a look at the smart elections in Rockland County. Crossed my desk again today. Oh, very quickly, while I think about it, I've got it noted down here. I read all your comments as much as I can. If there's a reply to a comment that, a week or so ago, I might miss that reply if you make a reply to a comment a couple of weeks old. But I do read all the other comments. I leave some that are controversial because discussion is good, and sometimes I will put a reply on if I just want to point something out, or sometimes I reply because love ya. But if you make a comment that I'm not sure what side of the fence you're on because of the way it's worded, or it's a bit of a gobbledygook comment and I don't even know what you're trying to say, I may delete it. So just when you make a comment, just read over it and make sure it makes sense. And there is an edit option available. If you click the three dots on the side, it does have an edit option if you need to edit. Another thing is I do reply to all your emails, so thank you. I love receiving your emails. I do reply to all of them, but some of them, your mailboxes are full. So when I reply, the reply is bouncing back. So if you haven't had a reply from me, then please just check that your email inbox might need some cleaning out. Okay, so what do I want to have a look at? I want to have a look at the smart elections in Rockland County. So, the smart elections have filed an appeal in Rockland County because the case was not actually dismissed on the merits by the judge, but due to the standing, which meant that those who were in the voters that they had as part of lodging the case. Sorry if I get the wording wrong here, brain's a bit howdy-doody. The voters that were part of the case that was lodged by Smart Elections saying that their vote wasn't counted, affidavits signed that they had voted for Harris and in particular area, and in that particular area Harris didn't get a single vote type thing. All those that they had as adjudicators in the case dropped out. Now, what's happened is Smart Elections have filed an appeal claiming that the plaintiffs were intimidated into leaving the case, but the fundamentals of the case still stand. And this was about demanding a manual recount of the votes and claiming that there's corruption inside the Rockland County Board of Electors or elections. Okay, so basically what's happened is they've filed an appeal for the case to continue going ahead in Rockland County because the data's there. Absolutely, but the law in the Rockland County area is such that it needs to be somebody who had an actual standing in the election, so either a voter or an election official or a candidate have to be a co-plaintiff. So they filed the appeal to the judge claiming that the plaintiffs were intimidated, in other words, threatened, into leaving the case, but the fundamentals, the merits of the case still stand in an attempt to get the case to continue forward. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Well, we know that the co-plaintiffs were intimidated. Absolutely, and the Knight of Swords just popped out, which, yeah, harsh truth coming forward in regards to that. But let's have a look. The Rockland County Smart Elections Appeal. How is that going to go? How is that going to go? What do we need to know about it? Okay, will any of the plaintiffs come on board? That's what my guides are wanting me to ask. Will any of the plaintiffs come back on board? Okay, hopefully that's light enough there for you. Let's see how we go. Ooh, first card out, the Tower card. Will they come back on board? I mean, major arcana for me are usually a yes card, but let's see how this goes, because that's sort of indicating to me that this is done. There's no moving forward with this. It's imploded from the inside, but that's the here and now. Thank you for reminding me, guides. This is the here and now, that the case imploded because the people fell out of it. Let's see where we go. Challenged by hard work behind the scenes, putting the jigsaw piece puzzles together. So they've got the data, they've got the information, they've got the proof all lined up and ready to go. Smart elections, that is. Okay, so the challenge is the actual votes, the proof of the votes, the data that's available. Okay, the energy that they're stewing in, and I'm talking about smart elections bringing this appeal, is the Sun card, wanting to fully expose what happened. Now, I've often felt that Rockland is not going to be the explosive court case, but it's the one that will light the fuse. So you've got the fuse going to the powder keg. It's the case that will light the fuse going to the explosive case. But that's the intention. This is the energy they're stewing in at the moment, is to fully expose, fully illuminate. And what I do love is the fact that the light is shining actually on the sun there. In the past, we've got the overwhelming emotions that are involved, a cleansing, a partnership, but it's in the past. So I'd say this was the when the plaintiffs, the standing plaintiffs, pulled out. The partnership that they had was dissolved. Okay, let's see where this goes. Crowning the reading, you've got the Queen of Wands. Now, the head, I don't know whether she's the head lawyer or the head PR person, but the lady, the lawyer that is on the YouTube channel videos, yeah, she's bringing this message forward, got her all-seeing cat. The cat sees everything, it knows everything. There's no secrets hidden from the cat. Okay. A lot of information to be brought forward in the immediate future. Let's see where this goes. And we've got the Star card next to the Sun card. The Star is about the best of democracy, holding the healing. Okay. And then we've got the Queen of Swords, internally bringing forth of the truth, the double-edged sword of truth. Hopes and fears, the voters themselves. I was asking, are any of the standing going to rejoin? I don't know if it's going to. Let's have a look. The Empress, The birth of something powerful and significantly new. Yes, okay, right. I do think they're going to get somebody back on board because here's a partnership and agreement and strength. And again, you've got the light. I mean, it's an overhead light, but it's glowing on the White House here. And then we've got just the Justice card. What have we got? 1, 2, 3 major arcana in the outcome. I actually think there is going to be, and I suspect it's going to be a female that comes back on board. You've got Justice. This is my vote flipping card, the 6 of Pentacles, and the information being about the votes being brought forward. Yeah, okay, I do think somebody is going to come back on. Right, what we've got here on the bottom, the energy that there's underlying it all is an offer being made again to a female who was reluctant to take it. But I've then got the 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles can mean an ending, it can mean oligarchical money, it can be a legacy. But I think what it's talking about here is protection and protection of the family. So this is about, may even be in, I won't say protective custody, but smart elections might put the offer forward for, I think it's a female that's going to come forward to put the family somewhere where they can't be found and are protected. And then we've got the something unexpected out of left field, the 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords, the loss, the hidden agenda, the circles of support. So more will come out. This one is going to break the ice. Okay, so we've got protection, offer, protection, coming forward as the whistleblower, presenting the stinky fish. This pretty much puts the argument to rest about stealing and treason and etc. You've then got the 5 of Cups, loss, disappointment. Now, why is that feeling and who's feeling the loss and disappointment? Because you've got the hidden agenda and the emboldening of others that is going to cause a nightmare for the government because of what they did in the past, as more vote information is brought forward. I do think there is going to be someone in the standing that I don't know who. I don't even know if it's someone that was in the original lot. I'm not getting the feeling it was someone from the original lot. It feels like it's somebody new. So they're unknown to those that are trying to cover it up. Okay, how is this appeal going to go? How is the appeal going to go? Let me, I don't know whether they're going to it's going to come under the appeal or a new case. How's the appeal going to go? Justice. I'll just do 3 across the tower. And then the circles of celebrating, the circles of support. Well, bringing forth the legal justice of this is going to cause a tower and a celebration. We've got the nightmare for the government and the 10 of Swords. 9 and 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords for those that were involved. Yeah, okay, so this 5 of Cups is for those that undertook this dubiousness, undertook this vote tampering, vote flipping, because the information is going to come forward. Okay. Gosh, they're all pretty much the same cards, just slightly different order. Here we've got the information being brought forward. There's a lot of it about manipulation, and we are going to be in uncharted waters. that is going to be fully exposed in regards to the votes and the lying, stealing of such. Okay, right. So again, I feel like Rockland County is going to be, okay, what I'm getting is that they'll file the appeal, but it's almost like they're going to get permission to bring the case forward again, is what I'm getting. Yeah. Got the lying being exposed, and you've got the Four of Wands there, which is my announcement from the White House card. Okay, let's have a look. Sorry about the light. For those that know me, this is not my usual location, not my home location. Okay, let's have a look. I get the feeling that the appeal is going to give them permission to bring forward a new case. Oh, justice grinds so slowly. Let's have a look. Is there going to be a new case brought by Smart Elections, Rockland County? Okay, you want to leave those out? Okay. See what they are. Ooh, Death of the Emperor and Hidden Agendas. Speaking of which, the orange twerp down at Mar-a-Lago, apparently bruises on both hands, looking moments of big false teeth type grin. You know the Trivago ad? Yeah, he looks like the dude off the Trivago ad. I'm talking about the orange twerp here. But when he's caught in a candid moment, or he hasn't got this fake look on himself, gee, looks awful. Really, really, really awful. I'll have a look at it in a different reading. But yeah, significant ending, hidden agendas being revealed, and the information being brought forward about the votes and vote manipulation with that Two of Pentacles. A lot of information about manipulation is going to be revealed. The fleeing or potential walking away from or of those that were involved. And there's that Five of Cups again. Loss, Six of Pentacles, Seven illusions and smoke and mirrors and poor choices, and justice coming. Oh, on the bottom, the abuse of power, the betrayal, the deceit, the steal, the potential legal entrapment and prison for those that feathered their nest from this. Yeah, don't lose hope. I think I might have said, I can't remember what I said. For those, you'll notice I don't toot my own horn very often because I can't remember what I say during a reading because it's my guides that are doing the reading, not me. But I think I said during the Rockland County, that this court case wasn't finished, and it's not, and it still feels like it's got legs on it and it's going to go forward. But I'm feeling that the appeal, okay, the appeal will be, how do I put this? The wording I'm getting is that they will be given permission to re-bring the case if they can get a standing plaintiff. And I think they're going to get one, and it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be female. That's the vibes I'm getting. Sorry if I'm looking glazed over. Trying to interpret what my guides are giving me, but it's not someone that they had before. So in the first lot that were threatened, it's not one of those people. And they've learnt from that to immediately from the start, okay, I'm getting names suppressed and put somewhere in where they're very well protected. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to get anyone into trouble. Watch this space. Okay, love to you all. Take care.